Most people think billionaires hide their money in Swiss vaults or Caribbean islands. That image is outdated and dangerously misleading. Because today's ultra-rich aren't just parking money in some anonymous offshore account. They're engineering entire ecosystems designed to shield, grow, and reallocate their wealth invisibly. Not banks, cities, built on financial secrecy, legal gray zones, and elite-only infrastructure. These are places where money doesn't sleep. It multiplies quietly, away from regulators, taxes, and headlines. Welcome to the real map of power. Not Washington, not London, but Zug, Georgetown, Dubai, Monaco, Jersey. If you don't know them, you were never meant to. The illusion of privacy. Once upon a time, hiding money was easy. A numbered account in Zurich, a Panamanian shell company, a trust in the Bahamas. But the 21st century changed everything. With international crackdowns, data sharing agreements, and financial transparency movements, the old havens got exposed. Switzerland signed treaties. The Cayman Islands opened registries. Panama was humbled by a single leak. But the 1% never panicked. They evolved. Rather than hide money, they learned to hide systems. Legal, architectural, political systems. They didn't just bury treasure, they built vaults the size of cities. City 1, Zug, Switzerland, the crypto capital of the ultra-rich. Zug isn't big, just over 30,000 people. But it holds a staggering concentration of financial power, and it's all by design. Nicknamed Crypto Valley, Zug became a global magnet for blockchain wealth in the early 2010s. Ethereum, Cardano, Tezos all based their operations here. Why? Because Zug offers almost no corporate taxes, no capital gains tax, no wealth tax, and perhaps most importantly, complete discretion. Local regulators embraced crypto faster than anywhere else in Europe, and in doing so, they built the financial playground of the digital elite. But Zug isn't just about crypto, it's a legal black box. Foundations, trusts, holding companies. Any structure you want can be arranged behind an avalanche of paperwork and privacy protections. And the real kicker? It's fully legal. Zug isn't hiding anything. It simply doesn't require disclosure. City 2, Georgetown, Cayman Islands, offshore HQ of Fortune 500. It's a tropical paradise, with over 100,000 companies registered to a population of just 35,000 people. That's 3 corporations per human. And it's not a glitch, it's the point. Georgetown is the capital of the Cayman Islands and ground zero for global offshore finance. Apple, Pfizer, Chevron, and thousands of other Fortune 500 giants use Cayman subsidiaries to shuffle profits offshore, avoiding billions in taxes. Why Georgetown? 0% corporate tax. 0% capital gains tax. No direct reporting to the US laws that shield ultimate beneficial ownership. Here's how it works. A Delaware company creates a Cayman sub-company. That sub owns a licensing entity. That entity receives profits from Europe, Asia, etc. And suddenly, taxable income in the US disappears. It's a legal Bermuda Triangle. Once profits enter, they vanish. City 3, Dubai, UAE, the fortress without extradition. Dubai isn't just rich, it's untouchable. In the last decade, it's become the preferred exile of billionaires fleeing taxes, lawsuits, or criminal charges. Why? Because Dubai offers no income tax, no wealth tax, no capital gains tax, no extradition treaty with most Western nations. Need a clean passport? Dubai has golden visas. Want to launder funds? Buy luxury property. Want to disappear? Live in the Burj Khalifa under a trust registered in British Virgin Islands with nominee directors in Panama. Dubai isn't hiding its appeal, it celebrates it. Real estate agents openly market to sanctioned oligarchs, crypto tycoons, and tax exiles. And since everything is cash-heavy, traceability drops to near zero. This isn't just a city, it's a fortress of financial opacity. City 4, Monaco, a billionaire's playground with no tax. Monaco is tiny, less than 2 square kilometers, but it's one of the wealthiest per capita places on Earth. Over 30% of residents are millionaires, and that's no accident. Monaco has no income tax, no wealth tax, no inheritance tax. But what truly attracts the elite is the status of being monégasque. To become a resident, you must deposit substantial capital in a Monaco bank, own or rent high-value property, maintain a clean legal record, and ideally stay under the radar. Once accepted, you're part of a protected financial ecosystem. The local banks aren't like your neighborhood branch. They're specialized institutions for asset protection, cross-border transfers, and ultra-private wealth management. In Monaco, being rich isn't suspicious. It's assumed. Jersey, UK, Britain's quiet financial backdoor. Jersey is a British Crown dependency, not part of the UK, but under its protection. That loophole makes it one of the most powerful secrecy jurisdictions on Earth. Jersey trusts don't have to disclose beneficiaries. Corporate ownership is obscured through nominee directors. Real estate can be purchased through offshore companies, masking true ownership. And because it falls under British sovereignty, it has the veneer of legitimacy. Jersey often avoids scrutiny that other shadier jurisdictions attract. But don't let appearances fool you. Jersey isn't a quiet island. It's a financial armory for the British elite, Middle Eastern royalty, and Russian oligarchs alike. It's not where money hides, it's where money restructures itself, the hidden infrastructure of elite wealth. Behind each of these cities is an invisible scaffolding of law firms that specialize in multi-layered ownership, accounting networks that engineer tax-neutral structures, private bankers who manage cross-border portfolios with absolute discretion, political shields that protect jurisdictions from scrutiny. Think British Parliament voting against transparency registers. This isn't about breaking the law, it's about designing around it. And the ultra-rich pay millions for these systems because they work. They don't just save money, they escape the system entirely. Why you'll never be invited. The harsh truth? These tools weren't meant for you. There is no VIP pass for the average entrepreneur, freelancer, or investor. These systems rely on scale, discretion, and influence. Even if you had the capital, you'd still need insider access to closed law firms, jurisdictional legal fluency, political immunity, or close to it. The world's elite didn't just find loopholes, they built them into the architecture of modern finance. And as long as the rest of us are distracted by tax returns and audit season, they'll keep slipping through doors we can't even see. Want to go deeper into the world of the 1%? Check the links in the description. We've included leaked documents, case studies, and whistleblower interviews that expose how these shadow cities operate and how the public is kept in the dark. The cities of tomorrow, owned by the 1%. These secret cities aren't anomalies, they're prototypes. As inequality grows, the elite will continue to retreat into private jurisdictions, gated capitals, and micronations designed for permanent advantage. Already, we see the rise of private islands with sovereign governance, charter cities funded by billionaire investors, digital havens where citizenship is a service and taxes are optional. And every year, more of the global economy is rerouted through these invisible pipelines. The old world had kings and castles. The new world has CEOs and cities. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. We're just getting started. And the deeper we dig, the more you'll realize the game isn't broken. It was built this way. This is Secrets of the 1%. Welcome to the other side.